Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Lame Island and the second house tour video of, well, my house. So a lot's changed since you were last here. But before we go inside, I just want to show you guys the outside, and then we'll get to the rest of the house. And I'm going to do my best to try to limit some spoilers. I am not in winter anymore, even though I love winter, but that's besides the point. So, this is my house. You can still see the lawn gnome is here, but now I have a pool that I share with my wife's house, which is over here. And sometimes she's like, hey, I would like my own house, like IRL, but it's like, I can't really afford that. I don't think anybody could. We have a little kiddie pool because, you know, reasons. And a pizza oven, which is nice to have like a brick oven pizza outside. Move the swing here. I believe it used to be in the back. I've got a cooler, and this cooler actually is a closet where you can change your clothes if you want to. But you can't get changed while wearing a wand outfit, which I am wearing a wand outfit, but yeah, it is what it is. Out back is my shark. His name is Ripster. Still got my pagoda thing here. And anywhere else beyond this point is going to be spoilers, and you're going to be like, how do you get all this stuff? Like, not saying, but let's go inside, shall we? Now, I've done some remodeling since the last video, or House Tour 1. If you remember correctly, this was a room entirely made of ice with a really cool background with skis and snowing and things like that. What I wanted to do was make a kitchen, and then the kitchen expanded into, well, this. This is kind of awesome. It is a show kitchen, like a YouTuber kitchen, or something you'd see on Food Network. Right in the middle, we have a kitchen island. Now, this is where the host would stand to do their show. You can imagine some lights and things like that. Very easy for them to get to both sides. I have a working rice maker. Right there. This is a, I don't know, a KitchenAid, I believe they call it. Works just fine, although, you know, you can't really do food. Behind me is just a basic, like 50s style dining room table. Not everything is going to match in this game, unfortunately. There is ways to do it, but it would take a long time. I currently have 210 hours logged into Animal Crossing, so I've been very busy with this game, at least until Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out. So I'm trying to get as much done as possible. We have a old school stove in the background that uses wood. I don't remember in particular what the name of this item is, but I think it's like a clay stove or something like that. And we've got a traditional oven right here. I don't remember what set this is from. This is actually not a fridge, even though it looks like it. This is a place where you go to change your clothes. I have a lot of these scattered throughout the house, but every kitchen needs a fridge. Am I right? Back here we've got microwave and an espresso maker. I have some kitchen stuff on the walls. I actually like hanging a lot of stuff on the walls to save on space, which you can see there's a ton of stuff. There's a TV in here now, which is showing the robot show, which is, you know, there's a lot of mech shows in Japan. These are all my awards for the house, and also I have S-rank awards for all the stuff that's inside the house, which we'll get to. This is a traditional Japanese Oriental dinner, I believe. And if you're wondering where the icicle room went, it's actually in this room now. Now, this room that you're going to see is actually a work in progress. I'm probably not going to keep it because I don't really know what to do. I feel like every person that has an Animal Crossing house has one room that's just really lame and they don't like. Unfortunately, this is my room that I just don't know what to do with. It's here. I'm going to do something with it. Maybe make a music room. I don't know. But a lot of my subscribers really like this room, so I tried to keep it alive because this was the first room that I decorated. And what's cool about the floor is the water's actually moving. That is a ice, like a glacier thing on the bottom. And the background is a ski theme. There's actually a ski ground, but I haven't gotten it. The ski ground, I believe you can get from December until January. And the glacier set, which is not complete yet, I'm actually working on the background, will have like moving glacier stuff in the background and penguins, I think, and some other stuff. So, but they've since updated the skeleton. He now moves. Like before, he didn't. I don't know if I can get to him. I don't think so. I'd have to move this lamp. Yeah, see, the skeleton actually works now. It's kind of creepy. That's all he does. His little hands go up. So if you want to make like a Halloween theme house or something like that, prior to the update, nothing really happened with that. So we're going to put this off-serve lamp back because I like it. It's kind of cool. Old style phone, my icicle chair, which was the first thing I ever made, and that is a hammerhead shark, which probably shouldn't show you because you won't get that till the summer. I still got my ship in a bottle. This is my do-it-yourself desk. My Viking costume is over there now. We're going to have to go into camera mode so you can kind of see all the stuff on the wall. There's not that much in this room. Like I said, this is just kind of a room I threw together because I have no idea what to do. My snow globe is still here, which I like my snow globe, but I can't really do anything in camera mode. A lava lamp, you know, it's an okay little room. The sharks are a nice touch. And I love the fireplace, but probably going to turn this into a den. Not really entirely sure just yet. But let's go check out the bathroom, which is Asian style. I really like my bathroom a lot. I actually wish it was my bathroom in real life, but you know, Animal Crossing, you can kind of live your best life, you know? Especially with all the crazy stuff going on. You know what I mean? So, my bathroom is a mix of, like a Japanese spa and, like a outside, Japanese bath. So this is an outdoor bath over here, which you get with using, Nook Miles, and some of it is just random drops. This, I believe I got out of a tree. The shower I found in the Nook and Cranny, and the toilet was actually given to me by some subscribers, because I only had a bidet, and it was kind of weird. So I still like this kitchen or this bathroom sink thing. I have no idea what the stuff on the wall says. I know it's Japanese, but if you guys want to translate, feel free. I want to believe that this stuff is all about a dojo or a school or something. And we got traditional girl and guy stuff over there, like my wife's stuff, the kimonos, and my dress kimono, and my Super Sentai costume. And if you're wondering how I got that, the Zap costumes are very difficult to get. I did finally manage to get them, but it took a very, very long time. I don't want to really get into the hours, but I'm just going to change using my bamboo wand, which should be... Where is it? Ah, there it is. So I'm just going to change using my bamboo wand. I have a couple costumes, the 10th Doctor. Along Z. We've got Beachhead from G.I. Joe, Ryu from Ninja Gaiden. And what's great about this item is when you get a wand, both the star and the bamboo wand are the same. What happens is you can save some space for where your stuff is. You don't have to worry about these things being on the wall. You don't have to worry about them taking up any space, and they stay in your wand. I'm going to go with Indiana Jones KWING because he's kind of cool. I like him. And I'll actually be changing this to Bruce Lee eventually because I do have the Enter the Dragon costume, but I don't have it on display. So, Indy K-Wing, let's continue with our little tour. And we'll go into what was, of course, the office, which was your guys' favorite part. I think my up and downstairs are actually shaping up pretty well. But this is a finished house, just so you know. So, my office took a long time to do, and it's still a work in progress. And I can actually get into the camera angle so you guys can see all the stuff on the top of the wall. I now have all of the power suits. I can't display them all because this room is very small, but there are the arcade machines. They go for 75,000 each. All the Super Sentai helmets, known as the Zap Rangers, or Zap Squad, or Zap suits. And there are two different Zap styles. You have the girl skirts, and you have the guys' power suits. Although all the Rangers have the same power suit, but if you want to have the Pink Ranger have the skirt, then you're going to have to get the Noble Zap suit, and for all the other Rangers to have a costume, you're going to want to go with normal Zap suit. You can get the normal Zap suits in October through January, and you can get the Noble Zap suits March and summer, I want to say, at the Mabel store. And we have some more costumes on the back. I've been doing my best to fill up as much space as possible. We got astronaut helmets, YouTuber stuff. I changed out the one costume for a luchador. That's the full luchador set. There's my ninja costume in the background, so I do have multiples because I'm crazy like that. Have a little phone on the background. We got the Jason Voorhees mask, James Bond tux. We have like a Three Musketeers costume completed. The Nintendo Hero thing, I don't know what's going on with that, to be honest. Still don't know what that poster says. I like this little desk. I love the display of the Sentai costumes, little cat bed. And I just really like how this turned out. This is actually a bigger television, which is what I wanted here from the start. They do have bigger size TVs, so eventually I'm going to get this on the wall, going to move that clock. You can still see I have some space on the walls left, so I'm still going to fill this out. This is a work in progress. The arcade machines are always going to stay. This nice chair, like love seat, is always going to be here, but I've heard you can get posters from using Amiibo, so I'm going to mess around with that, but this is still a pretty cool room. I like how it turned out, and, you know, I think it's pretty awesome. Alright, let's go downstairs into the basement, which I'm still working on, but I think my basement is kind of cool. And I'll show you guys the master bedroom at the end of the tour. So, right down here is the basement. This is the final size of the basement. You can't make this any bigger. I just want to put my wand away, but it's not going to let me, is it? Let's see if I can get into the wand. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to have to do it like that. So this is the regular size of the basement. You can't change this. Down here, I was hoping a Doctor Who phone booth, but I did not get a blue one. I got a green one. I have some people I know that have blue ones, and I would really like to trade with them or something, but, you know. I have one part of a train set. I believe there are 4 pieces, just like there are 4 boxing rings, but I'm not really sure. You have to be really careful with this item. This is a trash, like, thing, so if you throw stuff out, well, oops, it's gone for good. So be very careful. Drink machines that you get from Nook Miles. Got a pool table, ping pong table, and here is the original Zap suit that I had, the Noble Zap suit, the Red Ranger costume. I brought it downstairs. You can kind of think like Lauren from, you know, Power Ranger Samurai type deal. And we have every Zap suit but the Green Ranger, because subconsciously, I guess I don't like Tommy. I have his White Ranger costume, but this is what the Zap suits look like in their entirety. They're exactly the same as the Red Ranger costume upstairs. My drum set was given to me by some YouTube friends known as Nintendo Cade, and for the life of me and my time-traveling exploits, I never found the drum set. Like, I was looking for this thing hardcore, and I couldn't find it. Being a drummer myself, or at least retired, I played for about 25 years, and after a car accident, I had to give it up, unfortunately. But I still, you know, really enjoy that part of my life, and the fact that I have a drum set in my basement in Animal Crossing is pretty dope, so pretty happy with that. The background you get from, I believe, the spring and summer, just randomly. I don't remember how I came across it, to be honest, but it's a pretty cool sky background, and there is a ground to go with it. I think it's like grass or water or something, but I don't have that. Just a regular keyboard over here, because my wife plays piano, and we've got our, you know, KK slider stuff. Only have a couple songs, but I like Adventure the most. I usually have KK Adventure going on in the office, but I also have it going on upstairs. Water cooler in case, you know, people get thirsty. Gumball machine, and that is a silver S-rank award for all the junk in my house. So the last room in our little tour is going to be the master bedroom, if you want to call it that, whatevs. And yes, there's tons of cat stuff around because in real life I have cats. I'm kind of crazy like that. I really like this room. I'm not going to change it. I like the carpet. I know it all doesn't match. That is a bronze S-rank house thing. I have the ability to use a mirror now to change my look if I want to, which brings you right back to the character creator, so you can change everything about yourself if you want, your hairstyles, all that stuff. But I'm not really going to, because it doesn't matter. Another wardrobe. This fridge is also, I believe, a wardrobe. Yes, it is. So the mini fridge, which I wanted a mini fridge in my office or master bedroom. I still have my grandfather's police hat hanging up because memories, and also out of respect for, you know, the service my grandfather did as a officer and chief of police and stuff like that. I love this. This is very 80s. You 80s kids will remember these. They were super fun. I want one in my house, but I'm worried that my kitten will probably destroy it. So in Animal Crossing, I got that. I'm a super fan of anything like red related for superheroes and Power Rangers and ninjas and stuff like that. So I've got the complete Red Ranger costume. I actually have 3 of these because my Zap Wand is also a Red Ranger suit, which you saw at the beginning of this video. I love Japanese culture, so I have a samurai costume. This is a complete one. You can only get the samurai like greaves, which I have in my transformation ability, my wand. Still have the bobblehead guy here. This is the first fish I ever caught, right down here. It's always on. And this is my YouTube casting station. And this is totally a YouTuber's office if you really think about it, because it's just got so much geek stuff. Some YouTubers have hats on display in their houses. I'm not really a big hat person, but I do like geeky stuff. That's an intercom for when my wife is down in the kitchen. I can get her to, you know, let her know that I do hear her. I had an intercom in one of the houses I lived in. Those are Splinter Cell glasses, kind of RoboCop-inspired glasses. You got 3D movie glasses, and just cool glasses. I used to wear shades a lot in my 20s, not so much anymore, because I believe my glasses like get all tinty or something like that. This is a paintball wall, and I believe the shades open up. Let me just check. Yeah, the shades kind of open if you want it, but I don't really like light, so that works out for me. Just have a regular double bed, because, you know, why not? And a lot of people really like the cat climber thing, because you can actually play with it. That is a 50-inch television, I believe, on the wall. And I think they get bigger than that, but I'm not really sure. The hamster's right there in the same room as the cat. I got my teddy bear up there because I'm a sensitive guy. My bobblehead. And the Switch, which you get right at the beginning of the game, is still here. I think this is a fun little workstation. I can picture this character coming up here and live streaming, kind of like I do every day. This isn't really a working setup, but you have like a YouTuber microphone, you got the computer, you have basically a old camcorder, so that's like early 2000s style. I used to sell those things when I worked at Sears in my like teens and 20s. It's not really ideal for YouTube, but back in the day, a lot of people would film themselves using cameras like that, like early YouTube, 2009, 2011 maybe. It'd be nice if you could actually get a webcam and mount it on the wall, because then that would be a complete setup, but this just kind of shows you what an office I really had in real life, so I kind of recreated that. And more or less, that is the end of my little house tour. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. In the comment section below, tell me how your houses are coming. I don't want anybody to feel discouraged, because as a content creator, it's my job to get through games as quickly as possible, because I have other games to cover. Like every month, I try to look at as many new releases as possible. There's no shame in time travel. There's no shame in playing the game regular. However you play Animal Crossing, that's what's important. But anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed the house tour. I believe I'm going to do a part 3, because like I said, I'm going to tear down the icicle room and do something else. Maybe make like a reading room, or I don't know. I have ideas for this. And if you guys want to see my wife's house, let me know and I'll do a tour of her first designs for her home, which is what you saw like right down from my house. But anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out. There is a Animal Crossing video coming out later today, and I also have a live stream if you want to join that. I'll be visiting subscribers and members' houses at around 6 o'clock, and I also have a stream of Resident Evil 3 over on my, we'll say, older channel. But anyway, till we meet again, God bless and happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching this second house tour. Bye-bye.